Hello and welcome to our channel. I'm Danielle
And I'm Stephanie.
and together we clean homes for free.
Woo! In today's video, it is more of an organisation video. For those of you that have followed our channel from the beginning, you will know that I was in this property, I think it was the second house that we ever did, and it was because the resident had had a flood previously and had to move out of the home, and all their belongings were all boxed up and unorganised, and there was also a really big build-up of dust. So when I was here previously, it was a solo clean, and I had done the living room mostly with a little bit of bedroom organisation, but the main area of contention was that closet that Danielle is standing in over there. So we had agreed to come back for a second time, and we finally got around to it, and here we are. And so today we're just kind of going through the closet and organising the other things in the room. It's mostly categorization. So the angles aren't going to be great in this video, but
No.
we've left a few clips in of like original audio of us chatting with each other and just having a little bit of fun, so you can kind of see behind the scenes. And then there's also like a funny little thing later on which we'll get to.
Don't expose it. Keep the secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't fit the camera into this cupboard. It's almost like a walk-in wardrobe, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because there was just a lot of clothes because the wardrobe is actually a little bit damaged. So I think they've obviously not tried to fix it, and it's just piled up and it's just got too much for them. But actually, a part of me wishes that you weren't able to see it because it was quite a transformation.
Yes.
But that's why obviously you're not got any footage of me in there. I
So
will say something about this clean. You were really happy because you have been back here and it has been a while. But what Steph had done was still kept on top of.
yeah, it
It
hadn't
wasn't like
gone
it had
back.
gone backwards, which is really positive to see that obviously our help has helped them maintain that standard again.
And we get asked that a lot, if we ever go back to the homes, and do we see if they've kept on top of it, or if we worry that they won't. And I mean, it's obviously we always want people to be the best version of themselves, and once we get them back to ground zero, we hope that they can manage to keep on top of it. But then also things happen, and the reasons that it got into these conditions in the first place might still be present. So but yeah, it was definitely nice to see that the house was still in relatively the same condition as I'd left it. And yeah, hopefully now that they have access to this closet,
Yeah.
they'll be able to do even more. And they just need more storage. Like, so
Yeah,
we
definitely.
categorize everything, and we'll kind of talk through the categories that we have as we go on. Um, but yeah, they kind of have to go through their own belongings, which they have made a start of. In the last video, there was several bags for donation.
Yeah.
And then we kind of came across a few different clothing sizes in this one as well.
But definitely having it categorized and just not looking so overwhelming will make it easier for someone to go through
Yeah.
their stuff and purge or donate or chuck out.
I'm just nodding at you because a few people commented in the last video, and I had noticed it myself. But every time you say something to me, or well, to the camera, I'm like, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, just like agreeing with
they
you.
also commented they like someone did that they like the way you say yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I noticed that I say that a lot. And so now every time I say it, I'm so self-conscious of the fact that I say it. So just nodding at you. I feel like Churchill right now.
I think I've noticed that we say like a lot. Like this, like that.
Yeah.
Like.
I'm cursed.
Oh.
I really enjoyed doing this clean. Not because of the clean itself, but we were just so relaxed.
Yeah.
And it was, sometimes it's just nice not having to do backbreaking work. Like, we were just sitting and chatting and organising, and it was quite nice. Although there were a couple of moments that I just kind of sit down and don't do anything while I'm chatting, and Danielle's just working along in
I'm
the
kind of
background.
sitting down the whole time anyway. I actually got Steph to pass me a wee stool. Like, got a sore back. I've had a sore back for a while. I don't know if we covered it in the last video.
Yeah, we did.
So I was kind of grateful that the clean wasn't backbreaking work, and I was able to just sit down and fold clothes and organise. It was nice. It was a different style of clean than what we usually go into, but it was nice.
And we have a little original audio clip coming up now. This room is completely trashed. Said, whereas this room is completely trashed.
To make a mess before it'll get better.
I know.
So I always tell myself.
That's what I tell you. After you clean somewhere and then have to make it messy again.
No, but like when I'm doing my own house and I pull everything out, because I just like to pull everything out so I can see everything I've got, and then I've got an extra space where I can be like, right, okay, so let's go back here. That's another.
So that's how I used to tidy my room, but see, when you lose that motivation halfway through and then everything's messier than it was.
See, I just don't have the choice. See, when I move them over.
Well, nobody does, but.
Where's the motivation? Like, so Blue's always like, just go to bed and do it tomorrow, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go to sleep when it's like this.
And the thing is, if I was to do that, like stop and go to bed and stuff, then I wouldn't go back to it. It would just stay like that forever. Just until I get back to it. You're getting closer to what?
The end of the t-shirts.
It's like when you're in a horror movie and you're like, it couldn't get any worse, and then it always gets worse. When you say you're getting close at the end, like the wardrobe will collapse on you or something.
Don't say that. Don't manifest that. Don't put that into the universe.
And that's us back. So yeah, just little clips of that, of Danielle's little sing-songy voice.
Yeah, I do that long.
I think we talked about in the last video the house that just kept giving, and so that's kind of where I was going with that little thing there, because you're like, I'm getting closer to the end, and I'm thinking, well, don't say that.
And she was right. There was more around the corner.
There always is. So in terms of categories, what did we have? Because you were passing bags to me. Yeah. And at one point, well, actually, right at the beginning, you chucked me loads of bags, and I was like, okay, wait.
Too much.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to move. So you were passing bags to me, and then I was kind of just sorting through them. So I had like electronics box, a paperwork box, like beauty products, miscellaneous, just all the usual categories. We find a couple of unusual items later on, which I think there's a clip of one of them because I thought it was quite funny.
In the cupboard that I'm sorting out, it was closed, but then obviously there was just boxes. That is what I was passing out, Steph. But I was just in there sort of folding through the clothes. They had a lot of t-shirts. Like, I don't think one person needs this many t-shirts. And I must have spent a good 20 minutes folding t-shirts.
And you said to me at one point that you were really enjoying it, and I was like, I was like, are you being sarcastic? I cannot tell. You weren't. You were like genuinely like, yeah, I'm having fun.
Yeah, I like the organisation.
Sorry, that's just Danielle's dog that you guys can hear in the background. It's because we moved him off the sofa and gave him his own little comfy space, but he's clearly not happy with that. We're just scooting him closer to us. So we have new membership levels. I think I created them after the last video, so just give them a wee shout out. We have the Haggis Hunters. That's now our first level. So anybody that was already a member, I think you guys joined honorary fifers. So that will get you priority reply to comments and members only live streams and loyalty badges. The Haggis Hunters, that's the first level. That's only 99p a month because Bonnie brought out a level for that, and I was like, that's a really good idea, because that's just kind of for if people want us to reply to their comments and we kind of miss some comments, then if for 99p a month you're guaranteed we're always going to reply to you. And I thought that's a good affordable option for people who want to show support. So yeah, so you're the haggis hunters in that level. Then the honorary fifers, that's $1.99 a month. These are in British pounds. And then our last tier is members only videos and all the previous, and they are hashtag Team Fife. And so we just did a live.
Were you on Fife free cleaning?
Yeah, but he knew it was me because as soon as I commented, he was like, "Hi Steph," and I was like, "I love that he knows it's me, not you." So screw you, Danielle. Hashtag Team Danielle. That was me just bragging to Danielle about my online what's the word? Yeah, my online interactions and how everybody is aware that is me on their channel. No, so Danielle told me after I said that, she was like, "Oh, how often does Mac go live?" And I was like, "Well, usually he does a members only live on a Wednesday, but it's just moving furniture around, and I think it's because he hadn't brought out a video." And she was like, "Oh, tell me when he next comes on." I was like, "Okay."
I actually went and watched that video.
Did you?
And set up notifications.
Don't you muscle in on my friends?
Well, no, it's on my actual YouTube page, so I don't think I would comment on my actual YouTube page, personal YouTube page.
You're welcome to use the Fife Free Cleaning page and just keep people guessing. Who are they talking to? Is it me? Is it you? Who knows? And that was very much. Okay, yes, I have something to do. Give me. I feel like we're recording and I'm just doing nothing.
When we go over this, I'm going to be like, and this is Steph slacking while I'm folding clothes.
Yeah, I kind of got distracted there because when we were unpacking stuff, I came across like a sheet of, do you know those like bubbles, like the pockets of air that you pop? What are they called? Yeah. I've always called it bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. I'm sure that is what
bubble
it is.
wrap, yeah. But they were like the really big ones, so I was just, I think I cut some of it out, but I was just standing for ages like popping these bubbles and not doing anything. I'm literally surrounded by things that I could be doing, but I was just waiting on you giving me more stuff instead. So we were chatting too much. I ended up just sitting down chatting to you.
Which is fair because I spent the majority of the time sitting down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was me just taking a break. Although it was funny because you had said at one point, "Oh, we could do that on the break." I think it was replying to a message. And I was like, what break? This whole thing feels like a break.
Yeah, you did say that.
But no, I feel like we did achieve a good enough amount in this video. So yeah, we don't really see much of you in the video because I'm kind of blocking the way.
But you can see the step ladders. That if you've watched our previous videos, you'll know Steph has been haunted by step ladders. Yep. And nearly every single clean we go, there's step ladders.
So see this bedding? It was on the floor and I think it was dirty because it didn't smell fresh, but it didn't smell dirty. It just smelled like, you know, human. I don't know what the scent is. Like, I didn't want to sniff it, but it just smelled like a person. But annoyingly, I had just folded a clean bedding set and put it in the kind of cover for that bedding set. So then I had, and then literally turned around and then there was the bed and I was like, oh, that cover was for that one. So I ended up taking it out and doing it. I quite like folding fitted sheets. Like, I really enjoy it.
You like folding fitted sheets?
Yes.
I do not like folding fitted sheets.
I'm not very good at it like what Bonnie is. Have you seen Bonnie's pocket folding video?
Yes.
Because you would love it.
I have.
Have you done it? Have you tried it?
No.
Because, so I've watched it, right? But I'm not very good at learning, like,
folding techniques.
Yeah. It's the thing with the towels. I've been shown so many times and I just can't do it. So maybe you watch Bonnie's video again, learn that pocket folding technique, and then we can sort out my laundry cupboard.
Okay.
Because that would be helpful.
It wouldn't take much. Like, I literally fold everything in a kind of technique, even underwear, which is a bit strange.
Yeah, that is very strange. Imagine if we were just like, oh no, we're not doing it anymore, and then we leave. We just left it all like this. It's like, oh, we've made a start for you, you just need to finish.
This is where everything goes, you just need to put it there.
Yeah.
Thanks to get back from you.
I think we were, yeah. And I mean, obviously, we wouldn't do that. But if I was in my own house, that is kind of the point. I would be like, why did I start this? I don't want to do this anymore. and I would either move things off my bed so that I could sleep in it, and then the rest of the room would just be trashed forever, or I would force myself to do it, but that is so difficult. I don't know how I can manage to do it in other people's homes and not my own.
Yeah, and I'm quite the opposite. I still get to that point like, oh my God, why have I done this? And I don't want to do this anymore. But I always just push through it. There's no way I'd be able to sweep it off my bed and go to sleep with it surrounded in the mess.
Yeah.
And not only that, I'd probably be scared that one of my children would come through and pick up something small and choke.
Yeah, that's a valid fear. It's mostly clothes with me.
Yeah.
There are clothes all over my room because I have such an organised closet that it scares me to put stuff away. Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Cute. Wait, can the camera see you? Am I in the way? So yeah, that was just a fun little thing. I turned around and I think you were standing there for a good minute before I noticed that you had them on.
I think I was had to say something to get your attention, to be like, look at me, I need attention.
Yeah, we found a few little fun things in this house. The resident has really good taste. Like, we could totally be friends.
Games and DVDs and
they have
t-shirts.
They have the whole Mary Kate and Ashley DVD set, and I just want to go for a movie night. If you're watching this and you want a movie night, like, hit us up. We're down for it.
They also had lots of Friends stuff, t-shirts, jumpers and games, and if anyone that knows me personally, I am a big Friends fan.
And there was Harry Potter stuff as well. Big Harry Potter fan here. What's wrong?
I just went to peek to see what was inside of there, and it was a Ouija board.
Oh. What category would that go in? I don't have a category for superstitious stuff.
Black magic.
I don't have a black magic category.
I don't know, but I feel like I need to sage this room now. Sage myself, sage my hands. Like. You ready?
No?
No?
Yeah. No, it's fine. I am ready. To be fair, I had no context when you said, are you ready? So I was just like, nope, whatever it is, I am not.
So, what was it I was actually asking if you were ready for?
I think you were going to throw something at me.
Oh. Yeah, sounds about right.
To be fair, I'm never ready for that. No, I think you just had more stuff for me to go through. Yeah. But without context, I was not agreeing to anything. It was interesting seeing, like, because I had said, where was all this stuff before it ended up in the boxes and put away? So, because there was no storage. And that is a recurring theme in all of these houses. Yeah. Like, there's never any storage. That's something I definitely in future want to do more of. It's like that wall there, that could totally have shelving.
Yeah, I think that mixed in with too much stuff is definitely the reoccurring
So
issue.
We have a funny little kind of game coming up for you now. I sneeze a lot, so let's see if you can guess how many times. Oh my god, I'm going to pee myself if I keep sneezing.
Sorry.
She's talking to her dog.
I didn't realise you'd started recording.
Yeah, I had started recording. So yeah, I sneezed like 9 times in the space of a minute and a half in real time. And I think I only stopped because I was like, because I commented on it, do you know? Because I was like, oh, I need to stop sneezing. But I mean, I was sneezing this whole clean. That was just the most in the shortest period of time.
I think it's just with bringing up all the dust and everything.
Yeah, there was so much dust. And we both kept like, we touch our faces a lot. And we're not like rubbing our noses, and I don't know. You were like, oh, people are gonna think I'm like wiping my nose.
my nose
But
off
we
it,
just
it's
our
just, like,
faces were
yeah.
tingling.
Or like it just kept feeling like there was fluff on my face, or like,
and
I
it was
don't
the
know.
same with me.
Yeah.
So the majority of this video is me standing here sorting through things and Danielle sorting that cupboard. But like we said, that cupboard is so small she can't fit a camera in there. But don't worry, if you do keep watching, there are some progress pictures. Some we might have already done one already. But anyway, we do put a couple of progress pictures in of the cupboard as it goes along. And then there is some hoovering and a bit wiping down, and we do record that. And there was a very satisfying lampshade that Danielle does. It was so dusty. And then once that cupboard's done, Danielle comes into this room with me, and the camera pans out a little bit so you can get more of a full view of the room, and you see us just kind of tidy the room and bring it all together. It's not 100% perfect at the end because the boxes are still going to be there, but at least they're tidy, it's clean underneath, they're organised, and they're in categories for the owner to go through. It was funny with the boxes actually, because every time we emptied a bag or emptied a box, we were like, yay, free box. And then Danielle would be like, give me that box, I can use it for this. And then we kept changing what boxes we would use for things as well.
So in this little clip, you'll see me find a wee toy, and I'm persuading Steph right here to play with me. It's almost like wee tennis rackets, wee ping pong rackets that we're trying to play with.
And I'm terrible at ball sports.
I think we're both terrible.
So originally we were going to try and keep the original audio in for this bit. However, we had music playing, and so I just sped it up slightly and thought, oh well, that'll be fine because they'll not be able to tell what music is on. I mean, you can, but can you? But anyway, but then we don't want to risk a copyright strike. Yeah. Can Mark or Bonnie tell us, like, if the music is sped up, would that result in a copyright strike?
Would they be able to tell? Like,
yeah. Can somebody let us know that makes YouTube videos?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had a little fun with some things that we found roundabout. Our aims were absolutely terrible. We're definitely not giving up our day job. So this was inside the cupboard.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit of Danielle hoovering.
Before this as well, you couldn't actually see any of the floor, so
we thought that was a plug.
Yeah.
Well, I think you thought it was a plug, and I was like, that's a cardboard, you can move it. Also,
you can't actually see how dusty it was though.
Yeah, we tried our best. And then also I'm really sorry that the camera's moving so much. I'm holding it. We try not to do this very often, but there was nowhere to put the camera. You really liked cleaning this window, and you turn it inside out as well because the outside is really dirty. You're like, is it in the shot? Are you watching?
Yeah. I wish it picked it up better though.
Yeah, because it was really like there wasn't much that was really dirty here, but that was one of the things. And this bit, the wall.
Oh yeah.
That is so dirty. But then our shadows kept blocking it. But like, look around the light switch now, and then look at it after you clean around it. I love that. Look at that. That's...
the satisfaction.
Yeah. And then this is when you turn it upside down. You can kind of see how cloudy the window is. Yeah. And then you can really, because normally you can't see the difference with glass, but watch. You see that difference.
Yeah. Oh, that looks good.
I didn't even know you could turn windows inside out like that. No. But I don't think my windows open like that because I have such a fear of kids falling out of windows that I don't think mine open like... The one in my bedroom does because it's a fire escape window. Because you have to have at least one window upstairs that opens like that. So that you can get out of the house in the case of a fire. Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes feel like it doesn't matter how much you tidy up. If you've got a really dirty window, like you with floors, if the floor hasn't been hoovered, you're like, nope, it just doesn't look tidy.
Whereas I'm blind to windows. Like my French doors are always filthy.
Don't look at my windows right
now. I just looked at your window and seen it was dirty, and I was like, Danielle, you're talking out your butt.
Do you know what? It's because see on that outside of the, it's like there's, I don't know if it's like spider nest. It looks like wee cotton balls.
So you're scared to go near it.
So I'm scared to be like, if I touch you, there's loads of tiny spiders gonna come.
Yeah, that would be enough to put me off. But yeah, I think I get blind to some messes, like windows. Because my French doors, I have a dog and young children, and they're always dirty.
Yeah.
But do you know what? So I've made a members only video. We haven't released it yet. We still need to do the voiceover. It's made. It's ready to go. It is just myself cleaning my living room.
Well, I was going to be like, do I know what this is? Am I in it? What?
No, it's just myself cleaning, because we thought, well, members can see us cleaning our own houses. It's probably not even that interesting. Anyway, it's me cleaning my living room, and I clean my French doors. And I've not done that in months. And so I was so proud of myself. And it looks really good in the video. But see, once the windows dried, there was like lines from the squeegee all over the window. And now the window looks worse than it did. And I've still not fixed it. And that was about 2 weeks ago.
You need to go back over it with...
Well, I don't think I used the squeegee correctly.
Right.
But yeah, I need to go over it and
Did you do it in the right, like...
No, I didn't. I kind of just...
You need to follow a pattern.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pattern, it just was incorrect. So that's the cupboard, basically done, and you're now in here with me. And you came in and you were like, but I don't know what your categories are. And I was like, I can tell you, do not worry about that. It was all very organised. And then we did manage to get rid of those ladders out of this room. I didn't steal them, I promise. There was an area in the house that had other decorating things, so we just kind of put them all together.
She's lying, she stole them. I'm joking.
It's alright, the resident can confirm they're still in the property. I loved the bedspread. It was Powerpuff Girls, and that's just such a blast from the past. 100%.
There was a lot of, like, I don't know if you'd call it, like, 90s memorabilia, like with the shows and cartoons and...
I never really made that connection, but 90s memorabilia. And we found a box that had loads of concert and gig tickets in it, which was really cool. They've obviously been to a lot. Yeah.
But there was a lot of repeats as well, like not that I've rummaged through, but just a quick glance through them. There was a lot of repeated concerts, so they've obviously got a few favourites that they like to see whenever they're sort of available in the area.
So when you were hoovering up the dust here, it was sticky, so then we had to go in and kind of wipe it. You know, when there's just such a thick layer of dust, it's just kind of...
Sticks to it.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
This was the really satisfying part. You've been waiting on this.
Yeah.
This was so fun. And I feel like I held the camera fairly steady.
It just, like, the instant difference. It looked so good.
Yeah, and it works as well, the lamp. We tested it and then we set it up. Yeah, I think even though at the beginning we tried to keep in a lot of the original audio, we did start listening to music kind of halfway through, and then we were having little sing-alongs. Because does anybody else listen to Alanis Morissette? Because I think when me and Danielle first met and we first started talking about music, that was like the one that we connected on. And Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette and Tracy Chapman, because that's what our mums listen to. Also, I'm so sorry about the lighting in, like, for the majority of the rest of this video. So we wanted to put up the lampshade for the ceiling light. Obviously, we had to turn off the light for it to cool down so we could unscrew the light bulb. And then we do plug the lamp in, but for some reason, the camera keeps going like... light and dark. And I don't know why. Originally I thought it was because you were walking in front of the lamp, but then look, it's doing it and you're over on this side of the room.
Could it be about like in front of the window? Because I'm kind of going,
I don't know, maybe.
So it's
it's getting the light from the window, so then it's maybe that makes sense. Anyway, if anybody has epilepsy, I'm so sorry if this is triggering you. Should have had like a little flashing warning or something. No, did you know that I think only 3% of epileptic conditions are triggered by photosensitivity? Fact check that before you believe me, guys, but I think the last time I read something about it, it was only 3%.
I never knew that. Learn something new every day.
That's what somebody commented when we were talking about like bugs mutating last week.
Right.
They says, I forget it's a cleaning channel, I always learn new stuff. We don't know what we're talking about. You always check everything we say. Like, always Google.
Don't believe anything you hear, everything you hear.
Yeah. This is just stuff that I've heard that I've believed or not checked, and just passing on, spreading misinformation. But no, disclaimer, always check. This was me just going over Danielle's shoddy work. I'm kidding, you hadn't done that bit. I love how you just casually shrugged, like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I did what I did.
And then, oh yeah, I did clean the blinds there with like a damp microfiber cloth, but the lighting was even worse, so I just cut that footage out. And then we're just kind of doing the last bits here, yeah. A lot of this stuff is to go in that, like, at that side bit, and then some of it's for other rooms and things.
Do you ever feel like I even get it in my own house, but when you get down to the last bits and bobs, and you don't have a category for this, or like you're sometimes like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know where to put this stuff. I don't know direction I'm meant to be going
in my own house, yes. When we're in these houses, not so much, because we usually always have a little collection of miscellaneous items, because we don't live here. We're never going to know where everything goes. Yeah. So just having all that stuff together means then the owner can put them where they belong, if they even have a home. I think that's the problem with a lot of miscellaneous items. They don't have a home. That's why we end up with things like the junk drawer or Monica closets. I just realised that the resident loves Friends and has a literal Monica closet in their house, and we've just fixed it, got rid of it, destroyed it. I'm sorry.
But they wanted us to do that, so...
True. Yeah. Very true. Look, they even have a Bubbles teddy. You know, the Powerpuff... Who was your favourite Powerpuff Girl? Did you watch it?
Yeah, but it's a long time ago, so you're asking
It's Bubbles, Blossom and Buttercup. You were obviously not a fan. Like, not as much as I was anyway.
I think the green one, who's the green one?
She was the angry one. She was Buttercup.
Yeah, I think that was the one I liked the most.
You liked the angry one?
Yeah.
I would have picked you as a Bubbles.
Yeah? Happy, like...
I don't even think I had a favourite. I think I probably related to Blossom more, because she was like the older child. She was bossy, you know. This is my personality.
I was probably like, I don't know, internally angry as a child, but never came out.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, because I'm not even listening to you. Sorry. This is us at the end of the video. That's what I was kind of looking at that. Yeah, not very many before and after photos this time, and it's not our typical kind of video, but we hope you enjoyed and just listened to us talk rubbish. That's kind of our saying now, isn't it?
Seeing behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, a few little clips of who we are in real life. But yeah, please subscribe and comment and like, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.